What is up, guys? It is officially race weekend. I'm here in Austin, Texas, and tomorrow I'll be running the Go One More Marathon. Already got my whole fit over here ready to rock tomorrow. I'm getting ready to go to packet pickup at the BPN HQ. We're gonna get a tour of the gym, meet Nick and the team, and I'm fucking stoked. So I will see y'all there. It is officially race day. Up, fueled up. It is 4:55, so I'm getting ready to head back to BPN HQ. We'll get on the buses, go over to the course, and get this marathon done, or we will party afterwards. Super excited. I've put in the work. Now I'm just ready to go out there and show what I've got. Not even gonna put my goal out. We'll just see what happens. Let's go.
Well, I don't want to step on this thing and fall off. I'm not gonna lie, I got pre-race jitters right now. I can feel it. I want to run right now. This is a good day to race. This is a perfect day to race. So here's what I want to talk about before we kick this one off. First off, I want to say thank you, one, to the BPN staff and team who put this together. Two, thank you to you guys for signing up and showing up and committing to this race. And three, thank you to Team RWB for being a part of this mission, allowing us to be a partner and give back to the veteran community. This is what this is all about right here, right? All right, so our goal with the Go One More Marathon was to make it a unique and different experience. And after meeting a lot of you yesterday, my consensus after the whole day was this is a group of high achievers and high performers. Whether you believe that or not, everyone here is, right? And that's what makes this different than any other race. Is one, you committed to the training and showing up. Two, you committed to the progress, the process. And three, you're committing now to finishing. And we talk about Go One More, it's so much more than one more rep, it's so much more than one more mile, it's so much more than an hour of training. Go One More, like Jeff Cunningham says, is being consistently good rather than occasionally great. And to get into this point, to the starting line to finish either a half marathon or a full marathon, it is showing up every single day for days, weeks, months of training, putting in the volume, putting in the work, so when you cross the finish line, you're proud of the result, right? So this marathon, the goal that I want to pass on to you is that when it gets hard, when you hit some hills, which they're out there, when you hit a headwind, which you know is coming, lean into it. Embrace the resistance. It's the parallel to life, for me at least, when things get really difficult, things get really hard, and there's this pushback. You just fucking drive through it and you make it happen, right? So that's the goal today. I'm gonna be out there on the course cheering you guys on, and I expect to see some struggle, some smiles, maybe a little bit of tears. But when you cross the finish line, be proud of the work you put in. Because when you committed in the beginning, you follow that through. You're now here at the starting point. You're going to commit to running a really strong race. I also want to kind of preface this race of saying, don't go out too hard. All right? I've made the mistake in the past of going out way too hard in a race, and Natasha, luckily, and Jeff have taught me the right way to run a marathon. You have either 13.1 or 26.2 miles to give it your all. If you blow it up in the first 3 to 4 miles, the rest of that race is going to be really sad. I'm telling you right now. I know that energy is high, right? You're jacked up, you're around a lot of like-minded people. And that's what's cool about this race is it's not 5,000 people. Everyone here has a similar mindset and characteristic to the person to the left, right, and front and back of them. Don't race the person next to you. Run your own race. Be in your own race today. So take those first couple miles, be conservative, then pick it up and finish really strong. You want to start strong, you want to finish strong. All right, so run your own race. Don't be racing against anyone else. So what we're going to do before I hand it over to Sammy is I'm going to come here in the center. We're going to get a massive go one more on 3, all right? So I'm going to come down here. On the video, so I need like a massive go one more on 3, all right? We're all family here. All right, put your hand in, put it on top of each other. All right, I want it loud, all right? 1, 2, 3, go one more!
Let's do it. Let's go. What is going on, guys? I'm officially back in Denver. The Go One More Marathon has been completed. Go One More, you can see right here. I finished the race, which is what really counts. Dope ass medal, you already know. Go One More. But I want to talk about the race. And I didn't really put it out there, but I had a goal of completing this in sub 4 hours. But I also had a more ambitious goal of shooting for a 3:30. Now, obviously I was running the race, so I didn't get a lot of footage. I will, or I have already in this video, not sure, haven't edited it yet, but drop in like some clips that I took from other people's social media or just BPN footage that they put out. But I finished the marathon in 3 hours, 54 minutes, and 19 seconds. As you can tell, that does accomplish my sub 4 goal, does not accomplish my 3:30 goal. Now, the course was 6.5 miles out and back, twice for the full marathon, and I was actually fucking moving, man. I felt great that morning. Everything was good. It was a little cold, but I came off the starting line strong. Just there was an energy. I mean, Nick's speech, which you guys have saw, was unbelievable, really fired me up. And then just everybody's so encouraging. It was a very big community thing, and I think that was the biggest part of it. And so through the first half marathon, I was below pace for meeting this 3:30 goal. I think I came through half at like 1:41, which is pretty quick for me, especially considering I have another half to go. So about that point, I started to feel pain in my left foot. And I kept telling myself, this is all mental. You're going to finish regardless, so you might as well just keep pushing. Worry about this foot later. Like, pain is temporary. This achievement is forever. So let's just keep it pushing. And I kept it moving. And come mile 20, I'm still on pace for finishing in my 3:30. I make the loop, grab some water, drink it, and I get about another quarter mile away. And I don't know what happens, but I hit the dreaded 20-mile wall. Everyone says between mile 20 and 22, you hit this wall, and let me tell you, I hit it. I do not remember hitting this wall when I did my first marathon. I do not remember my first marathon being this difficult. However, I didn't have a goal for that one. I was just going out there and just trying to finish. That my goal was to finish. So I didn't have a time goal. But here I was pushing it, and I could just tell that something wasn't right. I'm going to say that it was my nutrition. I didn't take the things that I trained with, which is 100% on me. I figured that there would be enough at the aid stations, which there was, like gel-wise and things like that. But I think my biggest downfall was not being hydrated. And I didn't want to run with anything because I feel like it could slow me down a little bit. So I didn't take my little vest or anything like that. I just figured I'll grab water at every station and we'll be good to go. Well, my calves start cramping up. My lower back starts cramping up. My glutes are cramping up. Everything is going downhill at this point. And I just keep telling myself, you set this goal, keep your ass moving. Well, about mile 21 to 21 and a half, I decided if you want to do this, you're going to have to stretch out. You're going to have to rub something out. And that was my downfall. I stopped, started stretching out, rubbing out my calves. And that was the beginning of the end. I kind of saw this coming. I should have known this was coming because I know how I am. And I know that when I stop, take a break, or I walk at any point, it is very hard for me to go all the way back in, and I'm going to want to stop again. So I felt like from that point on, every half mile to 3/4 of a mile, I was stopping, walking, taking breaks, stretching out. And no matter how much water I got at the aid stations, it wasn't enough. I was too far gone at that point. And yeah, I mean, I have no excuses. It is what it is. I will say the course was more difficult than I expected. That last 6 miles was uphill and we had strong headwinds. But again, there's someone who finished it in 2 hours and 44 minutes. So I have no excuse. The course was possible. I could have met my time. Other people met my time. It has nothing to do with anything except a lack of preparation and honestly, a lack of mental fortitude. I feel like I kind of gave up on myself and I'm not super happy about it. But it is what it is. You win some, you learn some. And I definitely learned a lot. I had an amazing time. This was an amazing event. Shout out to everyone at BPN, Nick, Adam, the entire team. You put on one hell of an event. The community, unmatched. I cannot thank all of you enough for the support that I was shown. That last mile was brutal. But I had a couple people come up and run it with me. And they honestly kept me pushing past the finish line. And without them, I do not know that I would have been able to finish in under 4 hours. It was amazing, and I cannot thank everyone enough. I am sure I will be doing another marathon in the future, and I will be hitting that 3:30 goal. But for now, I'm going to be training for something else. But you are going to have to wait until the next video to find out what that is. If you have any guesses, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. I am very curious to see what everybody thinks. And like always, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and we will see you next time. Thank you for all the support. Peace.